name is Miss Lynna, and I am going to teach you how to have a flawless face. Now, what flawless face starts with is great skincare, okay? Not just good skincare, but great skincare. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what skincare line I use, and this is something that I do every day on a day-to-day basis. This is my Mary Kay Miracle Set, which contains a 3-in-1 cleanser, a day and night solution, and a moisturizer. Okay, so during the daytime, what I would do is I would use my 3-in-1 cleanser, my day solution, and my moisturizer. These would be the three things that I would use during the daytime. Okay, and at night, what I would do is my 3-in-1 cleanser, my night solution, and my moisturizer. Now, with a flawless face, you need to make sure that it's clean twice a day, okay? In the morning and at night, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I do on a day-to-day basis to get my flawless face. Now, I want you guys, everybody, to this a disclaimer. I want everybody to know that you're very lucky because I don't let anyone see me without my face on. So, that being said, we're going to get started, and I'm going to teach you how to have a flawless face. So step number one is to cleanse your face. So what that is my 3-in-1 cleanser, which I'm going to put on. And first I'm going to need to wet my face up. So I'm going to take my rag. Now you can use a rag. You can use the water right out of the sink and just splash. What I usually do is I wash my face in the shower. So and when I get in the shower, I wet my face up and then put my cleanser and everything on that way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rag and I'm going to dip it in some water. And I am going to wet my face all up. Okay, wet my face all up. Get my face all nice and wet. I'm gonna wet my neck up because you also want to do your neck too. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my cleanser, put about a quarter of a size on my hand, if you can see that, like the size of a quarter. And what I will do is take it and put this everywhere, all over my face, my neck. Get my whole face nice and clean. Okay? Get all the way up here, back behind here. Get your whole face nice and clean. And then I'm going to take my rag and wet that again so I can make sure I get all of this great cleanser off. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and get all the cleanser off my face. Now this is going to take a little bit while longer because I am using a rag and not the water out of the zinc. Get your neck too. Get that and just take all that soap off. And I can still, the soap still on there, and I can still see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one more time, maybe 2 minutes. But after this, I should be okay. Mm-hmm. I feel a lot better. I'm starting to feel a little bit more refreshed. And that's all. And that's with a great skincare. Your skin should feel refreshed. It shouldn't feel tightened or pulled. It should feel very refreshed. Like, whoo, I can go another 3 hours. Like you should feel really refreshed and not pulled or tight after you use your cleanser or skincare. So that's that. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to take my base solution and I'm going to put my base solution on. And it's just two squirts, as you can see, just two pumps of that. And put that all over and get your neck. And when you use this, you want to make sure that you get your whole neck on both sides. Get all of your face, your whole entire face. So you want to get back here, and you want to get here on this side too. Okay, and then what you're going to do next is you're going to use your moisturizer, which is this, and you're going to need only about that much. And then you just take this and you put this all over. Now with your moisturizer, you want to make sure that this soaks in all the way before you before you put anything else on top. So you want to make sure that soaks in all the way before anything else goes on top. So I'm gonna let this soak in, and while I let that soak in, I'm gonna get my lip mask. This is what I usually use, and I use this on a day-to-day basis. But in the wintertime, this is really great, and I also use it on my kids in the wintertime because it seems like kids get really chapped lips. And what it's called is satin lips, and it is a lip mask and a lip balm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and put a little bit of the lip mask on my finger here, and that's about that much. And I'm gonna take that and put it all over my lips. Put that all over on my lips. And I'm gonna let that sit a little bit. Now the thing with this is you wanna let it sit until it starts to get tight. Once it gets tight, you wanna take it off and then put your lip balm on. Okay? And like I said, I use this for my kids in the wintertime, especially my daughter. She gets really chapped lips, and what I usually do with them is I'll take a little bit and put it on, and they think that it's funny because it's white lips. And then I'll take the rest off. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off, just like that, that easy. Now what you'll see is that it's all off, and you can tell that it's all off because when you go like this, it's not gritty anymore. And then what you want to do is take your lip balm and put that on. And put that all over. Alright. Now, my moisturizer has soaked in all the way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next step. Now the next step is foundation primer, foundation, and your foundation brush. Okay, so I'm gonna show you each one. This is my foundation primer. It has an SPF of 15. Like I said, Mary Kay has a lot of layerable um, SPF sunscreen, and that's very good for especially our skin because we don't want to get skin cancer. Okay, so we have that. We have my liquid foundation, and we also have my foundation brush, as you can see that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this foundation primer and I'm going to let you look at it. It's about a pea size. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this all over. I think I'm going to start here, here, and here, and then blend it all in and work it all into your face. And even over, I usually put it over my eyes because I do put foundation over my eyes. Some people don't. I do so because I have really, as you can see, dark eyelids. So I have really dark eyelids, so I put foundation over top of my eyes. And I tell people so their skin can be even all over to do it also. Okay, and then we have our foundation. We're gonna have our foundation, and that's this right here. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that, put that here, and I'm gonna move up a little bit so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, and like I said, and that's a little bit of foundation, and I might not even need all of this because I did use foundation primer. And what foundation primer does is it covers all fine lines and small imperfections, so you use less foundation. Okay, so this will help you with that. So I'm gonna move up just a little bit so you guys can get a better look of what I'm doing here. There we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my foundation brush. Where did it go? Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna start with my foundation brush, and what I'm gonna do is I want you to be able to see this. I'm gonna take just a little bit of the foundation, not a lot. Let me see if you can see. Let me bring it back. So there we go. I'm gonna take a little bit of the foundation, not a lot, and I'm gonna work that into the brush just a little bit. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna blend it all over. And I usually start in the middle of my forehead because I seem like that's like the real tough spot for me, and I blend it everywhere. And I get my nose, and you're gonna start to see in my face a change once I get half of my face done. You'll be able to see the change in my skin also. I can start to see it now because I know what I'm looking for. But you'll start to see a difference in the evenness of my skin. And once I get half my face done, I'll stop so y'all can see what I was talking about seeing half of my face and the difference. So I'm gonna sit back. Now this half of my face is a little bit more even than this half of my face. Where this half of my face, as you can tell, you can see my blotches up here and how the little bit of discoloration is going on here. But this half of my face is very even and very smooth, which the other half is not as even or smooth. Okay, so we're gonna go and I'm gonna do the other side so you can see the total transformation of my face. And all this is just a little bit of blending. Now this usually doesn't take this long. It takes this long because I'm going step by step with you. This is really an easy process in the morning. It takes about at the most 10 minutes. Um, some days for me it's 5 minutes, depending on what I do. And usually when I do this, just the flawless face without a whole bunch of makeup, is 5 minutes in the morning. So that's about it, and that's about it. And just take that and put that all over, and there we go. And as you can see now, my face is really even, and is as you can see, um, my light spots that were over here and my light spots that were over here, they're absolutely gone now. So that's the one thing that I love about foundation, is that we can cover up whatever we are imperfections of our skin that can make us have flawless skin. Now we're going to go to the next step of this, which is our hiding our imperfections. Now, me, even with concealer, I still have a little bit of darkness around here. I mean, even with foundation, I still have a little bit of darkness around here. And I want to take and pull out some highlights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys two things that can help you do that. And that is a highlighting pen and concealer. Okay. Now, what a concealer does is it hides imperfections, and it also hides like blemishes or scarring or something like that. That's what concealer does. Highlighting pen, what that does is it highlights the where shadows appear. So that's what the highlighting pen does. It highlights where shadows appear and makes those shadows go away. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I start, usually on a day-to-day basis, I start with my highlighting pen, and I just click it up just a little bit so you can see that there's a little bit of stuff in there. The liquid comes through the brush. And what I do is I take and so you can see this. So I just take and go a little bit in my eye here, and a little bit in this eye over here, in my creases. And I also go on my eyebrows because I can brighten those up just a little bit so they can pop off. And the same thing on this side, so they can pop off. Highlight them just a little bit. Now I'm just outlining this. Now also, because I like the contour, so I do this when I put my highlighting pen on also. I don't know if that's a great technique, but this is what I do because I like to contour just a little bit. And then all you have to do is take any kind of brush, and I'll take a foundation brush, and I'll go in here and I'll just tap just so I can set that, and tap along here so I can set that there, tap my eyebrows. And I'm just tapping. I'm not moving this at all. I'm just tapping it, and tap all along here. And that already, just with just with that, already just with that, you can see the difference in my eyes. I know I can. Another thing that we do is I also put concealer. Since we're going to do this, we're also going to talk about concealer. And what I do with the concealer is, and I only use it in a couple of spots, my concealer. I only use it in a couple of spots, and I'm going to put a little bit more of this highlighting pen around my nose here, and around my nose on this side, and here, and here, and that's it. And then what I also do is I take what I also do is I take this, and I I take this and I put it along here. And with concealer, you just want to dab. You don't want to do anything else but just dab. You want to pat with concealer. And what I do is I also come around my eye, and I want you to see this. I also come around my eye. I do my whole eye. I do inside the eye socket. And what that does, as you can see between my two eyes, that this eye pops and is a lot whiter than this eye. And what that does is it helps bring your facial features out. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to do it again on this side. I'm going to take this concealer, and I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to dab and dab all, and that's all you want to do with this stuff is just dab it. You don't want to wipe it, because if you wipe it, it's like you're wasting product, and I don't believe in wasting. So you want to dab and dab all the way around. And that's that. And then that's the that is your flawless face up until now. Now the next step, and as you can say, I'm starting to look more beautiful as we speak. So the next step with this is to set your foundation. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And what you want to do is you get either loose powder, or we also have a translucent powder Mary Kay does. So you want to do either one of those. What I do is I like the loose powder, so or the mineral powder. I also use that also. The translucent powder is fabulous, and it's also a great touch-up powder because you can take the shine away from, even like throughout the day. You can have it in your pocketbook, take your brush with you, take and do a little dusting, take the shine right off. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the two things that we are doing now. We have the loose powder and the foundation. I mean the powder brush. Now this powder brush, I want you to see this. This powder brush has a beveled head, and it doesn't have a flat head. If it had a flat head, it would be a mineral powder foundation brush. But it has a beveled head, so what that does, it helps grab the powder, and it's able to you're able to dust it a lot even. We're also going to use another brush in this segment. Um, it's a cheek brush, and it looks somewhat similar, but I'm gonna show you the two once we get along. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the next step, which is the sealing of this. Now, what I do, a lot of people do it a lot different. You ask 100 makeup artists how they're going to do this, they'll tell you 100 different ways. So I'm going to tell you the way that I do it. Okay, I'll take my um, powder, and I like to make circles because what it does to me, and this is all over your face, to me it seems like it gives you a more airbrushed look. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And this is all you do is just, and you move the brush very quickly. As you can tell, I'm moving this brush really fast, and it's just circular motions all over. And like I said, it gives you that airbrush look, and it also takes the shine off of you. Look more buffed. Okay, and that's that. And that's we're almost done. And look at my face now. It's like, oh my gosh, she looks like a totally different person. Yes, thank you goodness. And then what we're gonna do is, like I said, the next step is to add just a little bit of color. You can add color in your lipstick. You can put like a wash of an eyeshadow, however way you want to do this. You can also put just like eyeliner and a mascara, just so you can have just a finished look. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do blush. I usually do blush or bronzer for my finished look. So here we go. We're gonna do a little bit of blush for this look right here. And I'm gonna show you how to just have just a natural blush. So you just wanna smile, cheese, and you get the apples of your apples of your cheeks, and just when you hold your blush brush, you wanna hold it very lightly. You don't wanna put the color. You want the color to blend. Remember I said blending is your friend. You want the color to blend onto your cheeks, as you can see. Okay? And I'm going to do this side also. And just blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is your friend. So you want to make sure you blend. Now, if you ever put um, blush on and you feel like it's too much, you don't want to go like this. You want to go up and down. Okay? You want to do up and down motion, because if you do an up and down motion, what happens is it'll start to blend it, and it'll start to take it away because you put it on going this way, or a circular motion this way. So you want to go up and down strokes, and it'll blend it a little bit better. And like I said, blending is your friend. And that is your flawless face. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm also going to do a couple of more segments on great skincare, and the next time I'm gonna do contouring and how to contour your face and how to have that chiseled look. Okay, So I look forward to seeing you guys at some point again, probably in the next 2 weeks. I look forward to seeing you guys again, and thank you so much for tuning in to Miss Lene and Flawless Faces. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.